Oh, he's a good one. He's a very good one. Come here, I need you in the boat. Oh, there it is. That is lines in. Let's go ahead and get this derb started and see if we can't find somebody out here chasing. I've been listening to him bust around me this morning. I'm going to start out a little deeper and then work in towards this flat. I'm not firing up my electronics for two reasons. One, because I want my vision to be as best as it can be for now. And two, I don't need to have electronics in the water, in shallow water especially. Oh, that bird almost flew right into my buzzbait. I'm just looking for 5 and then an upgrade. I had planned on coming to the corner I just started where I caught my 20, and that when the sun gets up, I'll be sitting there most of the day, dragging a jig, a Ned, just working that whole ledge situation. But there is grass along this edge, which in this lake, there's just not much left because they keep trying to kill it for the people at the campgrounds who like to catch bluegill, who don't like all the weeds right next to the banks. All right, let's go ahead and fire up the grass so we can spot the grass. I expect to catch most of my fish to here with a chatterbait, like a bluegill pattern, but we'll start with the buzzbait. But yeah, so far no takers. Once I identify the grass and we've buzzbaited over it, they just may have seen so many topwaters that they don't want nothing to do with it. And I get the feeling we're going to be going up and down this bank quite a bit today. I'd love to see some activity, some chasing. Alright, time to bust out the Mini-Max. I ain't got time for this. Oh no! That was the only one in that color that I had and I broke it off. It's alright, them trees with the square bill. There's a fish. Yep, a good call. Oh, he's a good one. He's a very good one. Come here, I need you in the boat. Come here. Yeah, you're a big... Oh, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. You are a fatty. Holy shit, you're a fatty. Alright, there we go, 17 and a half. Alright, there we go, 17 and a half. Good call on the square bill. That color in this water is actually showing up pretty well. And I don't want to throw this into the trees too awful much, even though you can. They've drained this lake twice and killed the shad. It seems like most every way that you catch them here is like mimicking bluegill in some kind of a way. So your black blues, your green pumpkins and chartreuse, your green pumpkin jackhammers and anything bluegilly is kind of the deal. That Evo with kind of the gold blade and the good bluegill colors works well. That's one thing I like about square bills. They hit stuff, you can still get them to go around stuff. I just clunked over a stump right there. I should have let it pause, because sometimes when you do that, if somebody's following it, that's when they'll snatch it. Some of the grass. And I'm making random casts out in front of me too, just because it's 4 foot out here. And there's grass, so if you're swimming this through there, man, got that out of the way, that feels good. I'll just get 4 more. Funny thing is, I don't mind posting on Instagram. Oh, I should have set the hook. I thought I hit a stump. Alright. I thought I was getting ready to let it pop over a stump, and that was actually a fish. That was a keeper, so let's not make those mistakes anymore. but they like this, so we're not going to put it down for a bit. Gotta drive those hooks home. Slow down and make a few more casts in here. Yep. I don't know if you're a keeper or not, but we're gonna go find out. You'll be close. All right, there we go, number 2. All right, we're gonna, oh, I was getting ready to say, we're gonna sit back and hit this tree even more, and another one hit it. That might be the one I lost earlier. There we go. All right, keeper number 3. Probably a 14 or 15 perhaps. The old square bill doing the work. Relax, just want to take a picture.
Holy crap, I'm off to a great start. Keeper number 3. Let's go.
Man, this is the best start I've ever had at Boggs. And they're actually pretty quality fish too. We'll take it. If I could catch them like this, and when the sun comes up where I'm actually been doing a lot better. Let's go ahead and cast that out, and then we're going to retie, and then we're going to get right back to it. Now I just like to take off a few feet of line just to make sure I'm not reusing anything that's been banging off of trees and rocks and so forth and so on. Simple San Diego jam knot. Wrap it around 6-7 times through the bottom, through the top. Wet it, pull it tight. Whatever you do, don't try to trim it right up against the knot. You want to leave a little wiggle room there. Just a little whisker. Just a little whisker. Alright, back to the right. Oh, that's going to be perfect right next to that log. Tell me there's not a fish in there banging off of limbs. Feel it, click, clank, clank. Tell you what, these Shimano X Pride B rods, if you don't want to go like the high-end Loomis route, for rods that are in the like $250 price range, man, you cannot. There's just not a better rod. Shimano hit it out of the park. Oh, that is a fish. He was under the limb. He was under the limb and was hitting it, and I couldn't get him out of there. That's a good sign though. I thought he was huge because he was stuck under the limb, but when I got him out, then I didn't have the hooks in him. That was funny. I mean, I hate losing fish like that, but I'm still hoping to catch and cull bigger fish than that. I probably won't upload any of these fish until I get back there to the point, because I want, if I'm sitting out there, then that's where people will probably think I caught them. If they see me down here and then I've caught a bunch, then they may come past me past the point and figure out that I caught them down here. So I want them thinking I caught them on the spot I'll be sitting on later. It's a little gamesmanship, but I'm not trying to help anybody else come beat me either. With all the hammers that are in this one, I'd like to finish in the top 10. That'd be cool. Probably won't happen, but you never know. The quality of anglers that are out here in this one. Yeah, I might have to Yeah, that's all the grass, so we might need to, I might make some deeper casts, but we might not be jackhammer places. Probably go up and down this a few times. Senko, jackhammer. See if we can clean up every fish we can find out of here while it's being productive. I'm kind of having to thread the needle here, and that's why sometimes I'm not hooking these fish, because sometimes it's not a fish, it's the square bill running up alongside of a branch. So determine when something's actually pulling back versus just running along a branch that you really don't want to stick a hook into. You kind of got to be finessey with it. Got to kind of feel your way through it and wait till you know that something's pulling back and it's not just running along the edge of a branch. Square bills are really good about going through the wood and whatnot, whereas a jackhammer's not. But you gotta finesse it. You gotta know that you got a fish on before you really slam the hooks into them. Yeah, this is where, so there's not as much grass back there, but there's a lot of grass down here, which this is what a guy like me who wants. But yeah, we need to take advantage of this grass for reels. For reels though. There's a fish. Or is it? Yeah, he's still on there. Yep. Oh, I got you way too close. There we go. Yep, perfect. You got that jackhammer in your mouth. That Mr. E. That ain't even jackhammer, that's the Evo. There we go. Sorry, bro. I wasn't trying to be brutal with you. I was just trying to get the hook out your face. Get my vest out of the way. Number 4. Of course, now that I'm throwing the bigger jackhammer, I got my Loomis bladed jig rod, my Shimano. This is the SLX DC XT. They don't sell these in the US yet, but I really wish they would. This thing is so much better than the regular SLX DCs. The smaller profile, it's just everything that the SLX XT is with the DC in it. It just this is probably one of the best fitting reels in my hands. If I had to do a complete, let's say, mid price point, budgety, like setup for tournaments, I would use Shimano X Pride B rods and a combination of a bunch of these SLX reels. I love the Shimano Corrado, but honestly, these SLXs, they'll do everything that the Corrados will, and you save a couple of bucks. But I have fished Corrados for, well, most of my adult life, ever since the green ones back in the early 90s came out. But as far as value goes, the SLX XT, the MGL 70, I mean, there's a combination of these SLX reels that realistically you don't need to spend more money on a bait caster. Like I said, I mean, the Corrado for me was the standard forever, and then with the advance and the pass down of technology from all the rest of the higher end reels, you cannot beat the value in these SLX. Yep, I got a hold of something there. Yep. My blade has got junk on it, which is fine. That still means we're in the good grass. You can see I'm throwing that Chatterbait Evo, which is like their $10 jackhammer that I guess they came out with since Z-Man's partnership with Evergreen is ending. You want to check them though. I've had people say they've had the snaps come open. The thing I did notice is a lot of people that have that happen are using braid, and I only use fluoro with these. Now, I mean, I get some people live in Texas and in Florida and other places where you got to have that braid to fight those giant fish. But if you're doing that, buy the jackhammer instead. It's just been proven. I'm fishing to maybe find a 5-pounder once a year, twice a year. All right, now that I'm over being excited from catching fish, I need to slow down and put some action on this bait and reel it a little slower. I've got a 7-gear ratio on this because sometimes I'm moving a little faster in the kayak and I want to be able to bring the line in a little faster. But right now I'm kind of cruising super slow, so I need to slow the reel down as well. And then I'll shake the tip every now and then just to make it hunt like that, and as soon as I did that, it hit. As soon as I shook it, he was following it, and as soon as I shook it, he hit it. There's your chatterbait lesson for the day, just like that. Because sometimes if you're just going in a straight line like a spinnerbait, they'll just follow it. But the minute you give it a little shake, it makes it dart, and that just triggers a bite. And you literally saw that happen live in front of you. That was really cool. I got fish under me out here too. So they're out here in the grass a little deeper as well. All right, let's see if you're, you might be 12, you might be close. But you know, you get a mouthful of that jackhammer right here pinned in the top of the mouth. Number 5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the limit. Now we can hunt for upgrades. Not that we're not trying to catch upgrades as it is, but hey, we have 5 to start with. Let's go. For the day. All right, there we go. 5 fish limit. Shake, shake. Shake, shake. Oh, he hit it right there. He hit it right there, just as I was lifting it out. That feels like a good fish. I hope I got a good hook in him. I don't know if I did or not. Number 6. Good day so far. Yep, saw him hit that. Number 7, 1/4 inch upgrade. I'm currently leading this thing, but these dudes are sandbagging. That being said, I do need to finish up down here now that I've accomplished my goal and get out there and start looking for bigs. Jeremy's only hunting for bigs. I did want to get a quick limit, which we did. Limit a couple hours, plus a couple. Plus I stung a couple in case anybody else comes through here after seeing me upload. Is that you, bro? You need to smash the fuck out of that if you don't have a limit yet. I've got 7, dude. You need to, now, I couldn't tell if that was you or not, and I was getting ready to come back and see who was up here. There's a boat down there that already went down that bank. There's actually, well, there's 2 boats that came down that bank already. I'm the only one that's come this way. I can't believe he gave up on that other spot that fast. course, you know I had to get a dink for the small bass pot.
2 hours later.
Gotta come over and get you in the video.
It'd be nice to get one on the
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I've had the best day I've ever had at Boggs today. Not bigs, but as far as number of fish, it's been insane. It's been a lot of dinks, but I mean, I've had a lot of keepers too, and I've never ever, it's always like one good one and then a million that don't do nothing. Tearing them up?
yeah, here and there. I mean, I'm gonna catch them. I'll say kind of like what you got.
Yeah. I saw getting her past us all.
He got like 88.
Yeah, he must be on the other side of the lake.
I said, damn, yeah, I passed them back there. I'm about to go back that way.
Yeah. It's nuts.
There's a lot of us out here today.
Oh yeah. Was Jeremy still over there? Did you see him over there?
No, Jeremy was right in front of you.
Yeah, okay. He must have snuck back around over here. He got into a mess of tanks yesterday, and he's like, I'm starting over there.
You can't catch them on the day that you need.
I know, yeah.
See the eagles? You're up.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of eagles around.
Yep. You'll see a bunch of them. We got one around.
One here.
You'll see some like 3 and 4 year olds, and then we got one we call Old Gray, and he's an old dude. And then there's some maturing where they're like mixed in color, but yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, I love seeing them every time we hit the water. Tearing them up. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it seemed like it was better early. It's been rough lately. Everybody beating the banks right now, but these fish are offshore. He's a keeper, but he won't help me none. There we go. Most of them are going in trying to find stuff with shade. I'm trying to find the ones that are hanging deeper. All right, we're gonna alternate between the smaller Ned, the big TRD that's on there now, and this big Grande Bass Trophy Hunter. Just to keep them guessing. I'll just drag these both off the ledge, one a little heavier than the other. See if they decide that they like one color versus the other. I don't know if you can see on our live scope or not, but there they are, about 6-7 feet. About 20-25 feet out in front of us. There's a fish. There's a bunch of them there. Just gonna see who's gonna be bigger than 13 1/4 to help me out. He ain't gonna be the one. Make sure we drive the hook in. Another small one. We just need some bigger fish. Bigger fish. Might have to tie that Senko back on and work through this bank, coming back this way again. don't know if you're an upgrade, but we'll see. Yep, 13 1/4, but that's what my smallest one is, so I need something bigger. There we go, nice little chunker, but on wood. So that tells me we need to get back down there to that tree and see if it's reloaded yet. Another keeper, but no help. He's only 12 something. I need a 13 1/2. Yeah, come here. $14.75, 2-inch upgrade. There we go, another good solid keeper. Still need a big one though.
And that's it, fishing fam. Lines out. Kayak, last event of the season before their championship. Man, what a day, what a day, what a day. I got a limit. One decent fish, one small fish for the pot. Maybe I squeaked out a top 10 finish, I don't know. But that is it. It was rough. It was different than anything that it's been fishing lately. But somebody always figures them out. So, we're gonna head back to the boat ramp and get up to the pavilion and see who won this thing. See if old Gramps snuck in a top 10 finish with one of the derb full of some of the best hammers in the state. Let's go.